Who says golf is an individual sport? In order to ensure that every player enjoys the best possible experience, some basic rules and courtesies apply, called golf etiquette. Basic golf etiquette developed at the inception of the game itself in 1800 Scotland. While technological and other innovations such as golf carts, cell phones, distance devices, and digital apps have affected us all since then, the core etiquette remains the same. Most are simple courtesies for your fellow golfers and often impact course conditions and pace of play. And let's face it, everyone has an interest in both of these. After all, as golfers, we are all in this together. Failure to follow proper etiquette often occurs by accident, but at times a player may blatantly disregard the rules. We have probably all committed an infraction or two. It's not always the other guy. We all know a person or two like this guy, dressed for a walk in the park and probably thinks the rules don't apply to him. All players are responsible to know the dress code and ensure that their guests also abide by it. At Fiddler's Elbow, we have a beautiful entry and bag drop-off area with valet parking service where you are always greeted with a warm welcome and a can-do attitude.
How are you?
Each player must have his own bag and set of clubs that will be placed on a cart for you. And if you use our bag storage amenity, they will be waiting for you upon your arrival. After you stop in the golf shop to check in, please proceed to our luxurious locker room where Eddie and his team will provide your guests with a day locker and other concierge services. You may drive your carts, or in some cases, a shuttle will be offered to you so that you may warm up on our practice facility prior to your round. Please help preserve our grass range areas by utilizing a proper divot pattern. Please arrive and see the starter at one of our 3 championship courses 10 minutes prior to your tee time. Late arrivals impact the entire pace of play on the course, and latecomers will be asked to wait until an opening occurs. Foursomes are always preferred again to help keep a proper pace of play. Please choose the appropriate tees based on your handicap. If you don't know, the starter will be happy to advise you. It's not a problem to occasionally challenge yourself, but since we are all in this together to help with pace of play, please refrain from trying a more difficult tee position during high traffic periods. Do not tee off until the group in front has reached the first green or until the starter indicates it is your turn. Everyone in your group is responsible to watch others' shots so that you may locate your ball as soon as possible.
Whatever.
Always keep up with the group in front of you, but never pressure them. In most cases, a rhythm will be established that becomes the pace. When men and ladies are playing together, the men always hit first and then walk to the ladies' tees to watch their shots.
Good shot.
As quickly as possible, walk or ride to your ball, locate it, and measure off your distance to your next shot. If using a cart, the driver should drop off the passenger and proceed to his ball. Whenever possible, have your club ready to go. The proper time to spend in your pre-shot routine is 45 seconds. Don't overthink your shot, and one practice swing is the norm. Don't be this guy. He's got paralysis of analysis and is not only likely to hit a bad shot, but he is holding up the entire course. Always replace your divot. It will grow back quickly. Help others to pick up and replace divots when appropriate. If the divot has disintegrated, then use the seed sand mixture that is provided in your carts to fill in the divot. Very slow players or groups should yield and allow faster groups to play through. However, common sense dictates that on busy days, such as weekends, singles and twosomes do not have a right-of-way and will have to be patient when playing behind foursomes. Golf carts, when not utilized properly, can severely damage a golf course. Always follow the rules of the day that are typically dictated by weather conditions. The starter will let you know whether you should drive on fairways or must stay on cart paths due to inclement weather or soft turf conditions. Whenever possible, drive the carts in the fairways and avoid the rough. Never drive in fescue or hazards. Using the 90-degree rule when leaving cart paths is a good way to go and may be required at times. Watch for entry and exit poles indicating where you may enter or exit from a path to grass, and vice versa. Park the carts greenside where indicated or behind the greens. And always keep four wheels on the paths, especially when parking, to avoid damaging the areas next to the paths. Pay particular attention near greens. Yes, that means you too. We've all made that mistake. Order snacks, food, and drinks from the beverage cart. No outside beverages are permitted. Feel free to utilize your Fiddler's app to place your order and have it delivered to your exact location. Make it quick, no schmoozing or flirting. Yeah, you know who we are talking about.
Here you go. Do you need anything else?
You know what? There is one thing. The sun's bad out here. You think you can maybe get a little sunscreen on my back, please? Oh, come on.
If you stop at a halfway house or grill, you must keep it moving or surrender your position. Why are there footprints in bunkers? The answer is because someone did not follow proper course etiquette with respect to raking them. It's really common sense and simple. First, enter each bunker at its lowest point to minimize disruption of the sand trap. Never make contact with the sand with a practice swing, as this is against the rules of golf. After you have played your shot, use the rake to smooth the entire trap wherever you see a footprint. The bunker should be left in a smooth condition and the rake should be returned to its proper place that is indicated by a blue line. Shoes should be tapped before walking on the green to prevent sand from getting on the green. Another simple yet often overlooked key to keeping the greens in fine condition is the repairing of ball marks. Marks should be repaired immediately upon arrival on the green utilizing a proper tool. Please fix your ball mark and any other you may see that needs repair, always being careful not to damage the roots. As a rule, always leave the course in better condition than you found it, including the proper disposal of trash. Whether you have the best round of your life or it's a good walk spoiled, please reward good service by tipping the bag boys, locker room attendant, and valet. They depend on it.
You guys are all set. Yeah, it's good enough. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, you too.
And always enjoy the 19th hole, or in the case of fiddlers, the 55th hole. Remember, we are all in this together. Don't be afraid to give your fellow golfers a friendly reminder, or when necessary, a little nudge. In the case of repeat offenders or egregious errors, please report them to a staff member to help prevent future etiquette issues.